Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. I'm the Radio Man 03. It is awesome to have you along. I was just checking out the size of these big thrusters, the giant ones for these CVs, and I think they're going to work out pretty good. Now, they're not going to sit right there. They're actually going to come out a ways from the side of the ship and sit on the edge of our Firefly class. I guess fighter carrier is what this one's going to be because it's so big. It's so much bigger than what the Firefly was in the TV series or even in the movie. It's much bigger. But it's coming together. I'll show you. Let's take a look around. I've worked on the neck and the head over the weekend on Saturday night. Stayed up to the wee hours of the morning working on it. So I'd have this done so we wouldn't have to work on it right now. We'd have it out of the way. Now, I left these side areas open like this for some decor work and stuff like that on the side of the ship, but there's the nose of her. There's our cockpit area. Let's just bring you down the side so you can see her. Make sure my light stays on her so she's not too dark for you, because it is pretty dark out. But that's what she's looking like on the outside for the neck. Now, the neck on the... Oop. I thought I pushed the wrong button. I thought I was going to fall out of space there for a second. The neck comes out, goes up, and then the head kind of, the head tilts down a little bit more than this, but I couldn't quite get the angle right for myself. It does do that on the inside. We're going to go inside, and I'll show you the inside too. And it has space for living quarters in the neck up in this area and as well as on the other side. And we have that. We have that ability, and we've got everything that we should be able to have inside of our Firefly class, which is the jumbo class, of course. But and she does have a bit of a hood that kind of comes up this way and over. But then again, it depends on which class you're looking at. The ship they used in the TV series is different than the ship they used in the movie. At least that's what I've read. So, you know, all kinds of transformations are coming together. The Cadillac that was made back in the 1950s is not the same Cadillac they're making in 2018. It's just, you know, things change and different things happen. So I think overall the shape is pretty good. The cockpit glass, I would have liked that to bend down a little bit further this way, but again, I just could not quite get the angle I wanted. So it's got kind of a dragon head too, but I think once we put the thorax on the back where the engine room is going to be and the back thruster and stuff like that's going to be, I think we're going to be able to pull off more of a Firefly look to it. Again, we're loosely basing this on this, and I'm trying to use images that I've, you know, printed out to look at off to the side here to kind of just create this ship and have fun with you guys, creating something that many of us are probably familiar with. You'll notice I've taken quite a few blocks off of this side of the ship. That entire edge is gone. I've been using that to grab up blocks for the build here. Coming from the neck into the body was kind of an interesting thing, but I think I've hit it just about at the right area where I wanted it to be, and that is just a few down from the top. So I think I'm good to go there on that as well. Let's go inside so you guys can see the inside of her. I've not finished this off up here. I've been working in here a little bit. Oh my god, leave it to me to turn my jetpack off right over the hole that takes me down into... Oh my gosh, only radio could do something like that. Create a hole and then fall all the way through it. There we go. These blocks right here, we're going to take out, and I'm going to swap them out for plastic. The ship's going to be extremely heavy, so I think if I take these lighter, let's see, let's go into our inventory. I'm using, oh, what did I do? I must have put them away. I did put them away because we've got other things we got to do today. We're going to do some building, but I've got something else I need to do today. I put them away. This is the lighter block. I could zap one of these out of here just to get it in my inventory. The steel block L, this is the lighter of the metal blocks. It's the lowest grade metal block inside here. But I think on the inside of this ship, I can go with the plastic. Now, I did sealing this in, and it was said that it might be a little too claustrophobic. It still feels like a very big room with a pretty high ceiling on it to me. This feels pretty good. It's almost an entire 2 blocks, which, what did you say, about 3 meters per block? That's pretty tall. If it's 3 meters per block, this is too high, so that's a pretty big room, I think. Pretty big room, Jay. We do need a couple more crop plots. I'm going to go with this here. Again, this is not set in stone as of yet. We need another 4 crop plots, which I think we might be able to get off of that crashed satellite. If I'm not mistaken, there were crop plots in it because there was an akua bush growing in there. So I think I might be able to get the crop plots I need from there if they're the metal ones, the steel ones. So this is where our farming area is going to be, and we may move this out. We may move this out and come up with a different idea, because we do need a block at this height, so when we're walking in the room, we're at this height next to the plants. We don't want to be, you know, down below the plants here. We don't want to do that unless, well, maybe we do. Maybe we want to do scaffolding and things like that in here. I don't know. I've not come that far yet. I was just kind of working this out in my head, trying to figure out how many of these I could get, and that's, you know, 4 of these 3x3 crop plot areas that's going to be substantial. Right now we're working with 2 down at the base on our outpost on the planet. So this is 4. It's twice as much. I think it's going to be plenty. I think this is plenty for us, indeed. All right, so this is this. This is going to be this room right here. Again, we're going to probably swap this out for plastics just so we have, you know, we could do, it's going to be lighter. It's going to be lighter. And plastic, I think, can be textured any way that the metal can be textured. We'll have to check and make sure before we do that. So I don't want to say that's the case, because it might not be the case. Anyways, we come in here, and then we'll be able to exit out through here. And now we've got ourselves a hallway. The hallway goes all the way around, of course. Boom, boom, boom. And let me take you down here. I've got my heavy armor on, so running just wipes me out. So I'm not going to run. I'm just going to walk. And we've got a hallway right over here with exits there and there, which will lead out to where the shuttles eventually are going to park along this side and the other side of the ship. Now, if we head through this way, but boom, now we've got our entranceway up to the cockpit. And like I mentioned, the living quarters are actually in the neck of the ship, and they're down below. So we've got a living quarter right here, and we have space for a living quarter right here. My thought is since we are just loosely basing this on the Firefly class of ship, what we could do is we could put living quarters on one side, and we could put med bay on the other side instead of putting the med bay back in the engine room. That way it's going to free up our engine room for all the generators, the fuel tanks, the warp drive, all that stuff will be in the back, and we can make a really cool looking engine room in the back of the ship once we build that piece on. In here, I'll have to eventually go through and figure out what blocks I need, what blocks I don't need, smooth out some of the jagged edges and things like that. And we'll work on stuff like that together too. So we do some of the decor work inside the ship. And then up here is the cockpit itself. And it looks so small. It looks tiny. But it's going to work pretty good for us. We have no gravity up at this end. So again, the gravity generator is going to have to come someplace central in the ship, because we do lose gravity up here. We can't stand on the floor. So we've got the cockpit up here. It's going to be off to the one side here. And then we're going to have a little something over on this side too, probably another cockpit. Can I put 2 of those on one ship? There's a good question for you. If I could, I'd like to put another one right here, and then some kind of, can we use the deco blocks? Yeah, we could use deco blocks in here. Some kind of a deco block in the center, and a few other things up here, and sort of the command center, the cockpit of the ship is going to be up here. So we'll do that right there, and I think, yeah, I've got gravity right to here, and then it just kind of disappears up in that area. But you can see we've got plenty of room for our head and everything else. We've got a 3-wide path, which we can change up and make any way we want to make it. And of course, these blocks don't have to be here. We can swap these out for plastic too. A lot of the interior blocks I want to be doing plastic. So I want to make sure the corn's growing and keeps on growing to make sure we've got plenty of that. But then if we come down here, if we put like an elevator in, we should be able to have our living quarters right down in here. And then a med bay over there. And I'm thinking I may separate these two, because in the show, these are the living quarters where a few of them live up in the neck area. It's their personal quarters. So I'm thinking about doing a wall here and a wall on this block down, and the center block I'll pull down a little bit, and the gangplank that leads up to the cockpit, what we'll do is we'll put some lighting underneath the gangplank so that it lights up as we walk over it. I think that would be pretty cool there. That's kind of the thoughts I've got there. Zoop. All right, so we're up. That looks pretty nice though, huh? I mean, it's choppy and it's blocky and stuff like that, but we'll work on this. It's coming together though. That's what I'm most happy about. And then this here, we could probably work this out too, to where we could change this out. All this could be changed because these blocks are no longer exposed outside, so we can do anything we want to in here. That's why I built that turtle shell first, and then kind of rolled the neck up to it. This is where the neck kind of connects to the side of what would be what I keep calling the turtle shell. All right, and then we've got that going on there. I wanted to show you guys the progress, because I spent about 4 or 5 hours working on this, trying to get it kind of upgraded for us so that we'd be ready to go for today's episode. Zoop. And we come out here, and out back here, again, some of this is going to go away because we are going to have a large circle right through here. That's going to be about 3 or 4 blocks thick. And then our engines are going to come off, the shroud that goes over the top of our thrusters is going to come out from this. We don't want it to go, we don't want to go below the body. We just want it to be able to be kind of level with the body. And there's 2 skid plates that I've noticed that's on the back of most of the Firefly classes. A couple of skids that kind of swoop out from the side on the edges, and I think that's part of perhaps a little bit of the landing gear. Maybe, I don't know for sure, but that's what they look like to me. But that's how she's looking. I think she's come out pretty good. Yes, it was also pointed out that I've got 2 blocks back here and only 1 block up front. I'm not too worried about that because we're going to be doing some changes and stuff like that on here, so I'm not too concerned with how this top looks just yet. This could change a little bit. It was the head and neck that I wanted to get pretty good, and I think I've done it. I think it looks pretty good. For my first attempt at a CV. It definitely looks like it's alive and it's a creature and it's got some life to it. So there it is. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to break away for a second, and well, you know what? No, I'm going to keep you guys with me. It's our Monday episode. The derelict ship. Does this have thrusters on it? I bet it does. It's got all kinds of good juicy stuff on it. But there's some crazy stuff in there. There is some crazy stuff in there. If I'm not mistaken, that's like a horror ship. However, we do have 2 ships out there that could have more parts on it that we need, like thrusters. I'm really hoping I can find 3 more of those big thrusters. We need to go around to the front of the ship. Oh my god, there's grow plots right here. I didn't even see these, obviously. Oh my god, it was so late Saturday when I finally stopped playing. Oh my god, I played way too late. But I really got into it, and I was having a great time, and I thought, I can get this head and neck finished up. I could do it. And then I had like just a handful of blocks left to place, and I thought, nah, you need to take a little break. Oh, look at the, oh my god, there's more. That's sweet. That is just sweet as can be. Look at that. I needed, and I received it just like that. Bam, just like that. Whoop. And let's go to tab. Now, how these rooms are going to connect together, I don't know yet. I don't know. They've got some pretty cool doorways on the Firefly in the TV show and in the movies. I really like how they are. They're kind of these oval-shaped portholes that they walk through, and I really like that. And I'm going to try to see if I can figure something like that out that I could do that would be, you know... The thing is, it's going to be 1, 2, 3. It's going to be 3 wide, so it's going to be too big. I think it's just going to be too big. Let's get our blocks on our bar and just see kind of what our options are there. I don't think it's going to work too well. Yeah, right click. See, I'm thinking about this guy right here. Excuse me. I don't know. Like I said, it's going to be too many. It's going to be too big of an entryway. Because they literally do have just a porthole that would be, let me get something that's, let me get this in my hand. It's something that would just be like right here, you know, just a portal, like on a submarine. There's this narrow hole that you walk through to get from room to room. So I think what we'll wind up doing is using the clear glass doors, and we'll adjust how that looks as well. I like the clear glass doors, so those should work out just fine. And I do have all these blocks of the outside of the room, so we can put things right up against the room, like tables, chairs, food counters, you know, refrigerators, things like that can all go in here. And then we've got our food up there. So I'm thinking med bay and living quarters up in the neck. We've got our food, eating area, relaxation area, stuff like that down on this floor. And then in the back, well, that's the back, that's the front. We've got our living quarters and med bay. And then we've got our food, living quarters in here as well. And we've got the farm up there. And then out the back, we have our engine room. Is there anything I'm missing that we're going to need? Gravity generator? Excuse me again. I don't know. I just don't know yet where I'm going to put it. Maybe I could put it on the ceiling of the hangar / cargo bay. I might be able to put it up on the ceiling there, and maybe that'll be enough. I wonder if I put it up in sort of this general area, like right up here, if that would be enough. Well, if I put it on the ceiling, the gravity is going to be opposite. So that's not going to work. we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. You guys got any good ideas for the gravity generator? Let me know where to put it so that it covers the entire ship. Or maybe I'll have to have two. You know, maybe I'll have to have two. We go right in here. Zoop. I've got little holes all over the place just so I can get around a little bit faster while I'm building it. Once we get it built, we'll have all that sealed up, and we'll utilize the ship like we should. Okay, you look like you're doing just fine. Somebody said there was a couple of blocks missing on here, and I'm looking for them. Oh, that might be one right there. I might be missing one right there. No, this is SB. This is CB stuff right here. Let's throw that in there. That. Sell my CB building stuff. Thruster M's too. I'd like to kind of look at those today on the side of the ship and see how we're going to implement these. I'm not quite sure how many we're going to need, but we do have. Is it all of them right there? Yeah, we've got 18 of them. So that's pretty good. If I put 9 on each side, I think that would be enough, hopefully, to get this big lady off the ground. I hope. Well, we got 403 of these steel L blocks. We've only got 3 of the steel L blocks, these hardened blocks left. I've got the combat steel blocks too, but I've not been using them because of the sole fact that I wanted to build out of the lighter class block, and then I was going to upgrade them later. So I might take those, tear them down, and then use the parts to upgrade the ship once we get it taken care of. Is there anything else I need to grab from up here? I don't think so. Matter of fact, I don't need this gun in my hand either. This guy goes right in here. You know what? I want I'm gonna get our dancing girl back. It's just fun to have, you know? Where is she? Here she is right here. What's this one here? Commanding officer. Oh. There's a dancing guy. Okay. We'll have there we go. You get down, girl. You guard the ship, okay? I don't know where she hides the gun in that outfit, but I bet she's got one. Okay, let's go. Let's go for a ride down to the mainland, indeed. Do we have fuel in here at all? I've got 27 of those guys. How is our fuel in here? Oh, 75%. We're good to go. Now, I've been having some problems. Landing on the planet and the lag that happens when I do that. Let's go over here. Let's go over here. Okay, I see a lot of thrusters at the top of that guy right there. Lots of them. I'm just trying to be careful of these. What kind of thrusters does he have out the back of him? Those look like the M-class ones too. I don't see any of the real big ones on this guy here. Yeah, I don't see the big thrusters on that guy right there. There's no thrusters on that little diamond thing right there. What about this little guy over here? Does he have like 1 or 2 big ones on him that we could possibly take off of him? We're just keeping our distance. Matter of fact, you know what? While we're here and I'm here doing this, let's... There we go. Let's get this one next. We're gonna have to take these out anyways. We might as well do a little bit of this together real quick. Oops, that missed. Okay, I feel like I got that one pretty good. There we go. I feel good about that one too. Maybe spread them out a little bit. Maybe that helps to kind of annihilate this thing. Okay, there we go. That one's good too. And we got one more right here. Let's grab this one right here. Okay, that one looks like it's completely annihilated. Are they, though, completely annihilated? You tell me. There we go. Is this one here is still viable, too? There's still several more in this area that are in need of being destroyed, but I think we're good there. Alright, let's go back to what we were doing. We were going to go look at this little guy right here. Ooh. Looks like also the Class M thruster. We may be out of luck with the Class M's on these ships. That's an interesting ship. I've never seen that one before. How about this one here? This one doesn't even have a back end on it anymore. It looks like it's completely gone. Yeah, it sure is. Okay, I took care of that one there, and I think... yeah, there's one right here behind me. Very good. And another one here. My God, there's a lot of them, huh? Very good, very good. And last one over here. There we go. And one more. Oh, there's several more here. I'm amazed at just how many there are here. There's that one, and last but not least, I think. Although I'm fairly certain there's probably more around here. I just haven't spotted them yet, because they're all over the place. I want to do a quick flyby by this one, see if there's anything else. It doesn't look like they blow up after you get that core kind of ripped out of them, huh? That's good. That's very good. I'm glad to see that. Now, the other question I have is... there's our Firefly. Does this guy have some big thrusters on him? Oh, man. I don't think he's got them either. You can tell he's infected, though. Yeah, I don't see any big thrusters on this guy at all. Yeah, okay, never mind. Looks like we're going to have to get the materials we need in order to make those thrusters. I'm going to head back to our outpost of the planet, and then I'll bring you guys back. I've been gone from the base for hours upon hours upon hours, and these mushrooms have done no growing. Matter of fact, the farm looks exactly like it looked the last time I left it. Pretty much. So I'm not convinced that stuff continues to do what it's supposed to do on the planet. I think it's supposed to, but I don't think it does. So the mushrooms are still just a sprout. They've not done any growing at all since we left here last. Growing, growing, and growing. Okay, so yeah, everything's just growing here. And every time I come back here too, I kind of check the power before I leave, and when I come back, and it's kind of hard down here because it's always pretty full, you know. I mean, it's just got so much power to this base. It's unbelievable. I could take those with me. Do we have food in here? Yeah, I do. Oh, you know what? I should grab some of these guys right here too. This is something else I need to get beefed up, is our health packs. We're going to talk... oh, we're going to look at... well, let's go tab. Let's go to our knowledge tree. Do we have what we need to get the final... not in here either. Miscellaneous. Oh, the fusion cell. Okay, we got 144 points. Okay, so I can learn the tier 3 mining device. I can learn this guy too. What does he require? Power coils, ascosium alloy 10. Dang it. Yeah, that's ascosium alloy. That is a thing. I would love to get a hold of a few of those. Do I have... You guys said these emitter blocks, force field emitter blocks, will do a nice job of getting me some of the stuff I need. I don't want to use all of them because I've got an idea for these guys on the CV. Can I use these on a CV? Yes, on all of them. I can use it on everything, so that's really cool. All right, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's burn down... Let's do 5 of those. See what we get. Okay, we're going to get some Erestrum, and we're going to get some Zascosium off of those guys. So that's cool. If it's enough to get me an auto mining core, that would be great. That I could put over a Promethium deposit. That would be fantastic. Preferably, I would like to have a bunch. You know, let's spend them. Let's just spend them all. We're going to burn those down. We're going to take the resources. I'm going to make a couple of these tier 3 harvesters, mining cells. Oh my God! Get a few of those, get a few of those made, and then what we could do is we could put it over a Promethium deposit. I would really love to have one over Zascosium, Erestrium, and the Sathium too. And Neodymium would be also very nice as well. But it looks like you might have to be on the planet with them in order for them to work. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, I'll take a short break again, and then I will be right back. I'm wondering what I should do. I could make the auto mining cores. I could make a good one. They're expensive. It's the Zascosium alloy that is really the big cost. Capacitors we can make because we've got the cobalt that we need for the nanotubes and stuff. Well, not nanotubes. Is it cobalt alloy? What is it? Anyways, I could make one of these. The Zascosium alloy is expensive. It's 5 Erestrum ingots. It's 5 of these Erestrum ingots, and it's 5 of these Zascosium ingots. What I'm going to do, and I think is the right thing to do, is we're building a ship right now, and we need blocks. I'm going to go ahead and make this tool turret for the CV. I'm going to make that first. That's going to give me 30 and 30. That's not going to be enough to do anything with. I may have a little bit more of this up above on our ship. I might. Where'd those guys go? Everything. Are they blacked out again? Am I in... Yeah, it's blacked out again. Okay, so I need to take this with me. Oops. I need to take this with me. Back up to the ship. That. I'm going to grab those guys there. I grabbed a bunch of stuff and brought it up. I'm going to grab those guys as well. I made some fusion cells. I think those are the first ones I've ever made. I made 40 of those. That's supposed to be the best power source out there, right? The best. And I've been waiting for these yahoos to get here so I go out and check and see if they've got any decent parts on them as well. One more. Go ahead. That's it. Shoot him down. Nice. Didn't stand a chance. Didn't stand a chance. They didn't. No, sir. These guys don't seem to drop those power coils anymore. I haven't gotten a power coil off of drone in a long time. At least not these. Oh, you guys died side by side. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, okay, we got some computer parts and stuff like that, mechanical parts. Nanotubes, okay, and what did you have? Mr. I'm down here in the drink all busted up and looking dorky. Some minigun rounds, okay. Well, it's not what I was hoping for, but it's nice. It's something, right? I mean, it's free stuff. It takes a few bullets, a few rounds, and bam, you're good to go. You got your stuff. Let's head on back to the house. Oop, of course. I'm on land. All kinds of stuff to run into now. So, I think I spent that correctly. We'll go back up to the ship. I think I've got a little more of each, because I took the Zascosium and the Erestrum up there with me on the last trip down here. I took a bunch of that stuff back with me. I think I've got it up on the ship. Hope I do. I would love to be able to get at least one mining core, maybe two out of it. I mean, I'm not going to be, you know, wanting a ton of it, but it'd be nice to have some of it. Oh, speaking of, I want this too. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Mushrooms have grown. Awesome. Now that I've got the mushrooms, I was trying to figure out what the heck I wanted them for. I believe it's a medicinal thing. Let's go see. Do I have water in here? I do. Let's grab a couple hundred water to take with us up there as well. Close. And we can turn you off. And we're going to take a look in here. And now I've got 2 mushrooms. That's it. 2 mushrooms. So medicinally... Oh, can I make some more of these? Let's see if we can get as many of those as we can get. I'll take. What else is the mushrooms for? Mushrooms, there we go. Mushroom here. Okay. I'm just looking to see what recipe calls for mushrooms. That's a mushroom right there. Confetti moss scrapings. Oh, you know what? I think the confetti moss scrapings... Alien plasma. Fire moss scrapings. Where's the confetti moss scraping in here? There it is. Mushrooms. Okay, so promethium pellets, crushed stone, and promethium pellets. I can actually make confetti moss, which is great because we need the confetti moss for... It was these guys right here. Right. Yeah, we need those for those nasty little buggers up in space. Those well, even down here, those little red scorpion guys. They're nasty. So if I've got that, then I should be able to make... How much confetti moss scraping does it take? It takes 1 mushroom and crushed stone. Okay, so 1 mushroom. So I can make 2 of these as well. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, so I can leave that going. We've got some already. Do I have any in here that I think I took them all up to the ship with me, and I probably should not have done that. I'm going to take 10 burgers with me, too, because I'm tired of eating canned vegetables. Yeah, that's turned off. Okay, good. We got what we need. We're good to go. Our little shuttle's sitting here waiting for us. There's Mac just sitting there, wondering when he's going to get used next. It won't be long. It won't be long. We'll be back down here. I want to go check out that abandoned ship that or that abandoned base that had that bug in it. Yeah, there we go. We've got 4. I would like to have about 12 of those built up before we decide to say, hey, let's go back there. Because those guys are just a pain in the butt. Up we go. Yeah, see how laggy it is in here? Do you guys see that stutter? Whenever I come into the atmosphere from here, it gets really bad. But then when I go back out in space, it's just fine. So I must be everything loading in or something. I don't know. Something they're going to have to work on. Maybe we should take a trip to the moon today, too. Instead of Bill, we'll go to the moon and get some pentaxid. I wouldn't mind flying this guy out to that planet we have nearby, too. But we need more pentaxid before I can do something like that. Destroyed small vessel. Dead ahead. There we go. Alright, I'll meet you back at the ship. We'll drop this off. We'll see if we've got what we need to make a mining core. I'll be right back. I could have sworn I put her right here. She thinks she just owns the place. She's just dancing herself right across the floor. Alright, we got some food in the fridge. There we go. That's always nice, right? Some food in the fridge. I love that. She's my little tiny dancer. She's great. I love having her here. I forgot to put her back up. Just fantastic. I mean, look at her. She's pretty cute, too. Yes, ladies, we're going to have to get you a guy, and we'll put him up here. Yeah. My God, look at the moves on this girl. I just love having the animation of the game. It just adds so much to it. All right, what was I doing? Oh, we were going to see about these mining cores. Do I have enough? No, I don't. Look at that. Hold on, guys. Let's not count our chickens just yet. Here, we might have some more stuff laying around. Let me go take a look and see. Let's go take a look over here. Maybe you'd actually like to open it. No, nothing there. You know, I might actually have some. I may have some in here. Let's see something real quick. No. Aha, there's a couple there. We do have some pieces and parts in here that we could take with and put in there and see if maybe we've got enough stuff. We throw that in there, that in there. That in there, and that in there too. Oh, we might as well take that wood too. Oh, there we go. And then just guns to sell. Okay, so no. Yeah, I've not been back to the trader post. You guys let me know exactly where the gun trader was in there. I'll have to go back at some point in time with the guns to get those traded up. I'm pretty certain I don't have what I need to get this done, auto mining core. But if I get down to the planet, if we can find a planet, if our planet out there has Zascosium on it, we can land on it. I'm willing to take a chance and go out there and get Zascosium. I'm willing to do it. It's not looking very promising. There's an awful lot of blacked out stuff here. Where is it? Why can't I... There it is right there. Yeah, it's not there. Now, like you suggested, I could make this. I could make this one. Oh, it's the power coils I'm missing here. I've got the Zascosium, but I don't have the power coils. And I could upgrade them later on down the road. Cobalt, Sathium, Neodymium. So it says I've got it all there, but I don't have enough. What am I shy of? I want to guess it's the Neodymium. There's the Sathium, Neodymium, Cobalt. I can't make 5 of those, huh? If I get those, I should have enough to do this. Well, that's weird. That's a power coil, right? That's a flux coil, for Pete's sake. Power coil. Power coil. Oh, this takes Zascosium ingot too. That's it. We've got to go get the Zascosium. We just have to go take a chance. We have to take a chance. I got 6 of them right up there. I didn't even notice it. We have to take a chance and go up there and do that. We just have to. Where did she go? Oh my god, where'd she go? Oh man. What? Is she dancing in space? Oh my god. I lost her. That ain't right. Where do I put those minigun rounds? I'm gonna put these guys right here. I'm gonna put you guys right there. I had minigun rounds. What did I do with them? You know what? I think it's in my personal chest. Yeah, I think it's in the personal chest over... What happened to my dancer? Enhanced laser rifle. Enhanced pulse rifle. We're gonna take that one. We're gonna leave this one here. Laser rifle. Like that right there. And, oh, here's all my minigun rounds. Okay, beautiful. We'll take those with us because you never know what you're gonna bump into. Man, did I spend over $1,000 on a dancer that disappears? Let's go see if she's outside. I'm guessing maybe she just fell through the floor and she's dancing outside. And I hope so. No, she's not out here. Really? I feel a little ripped off right there. Our upward thrusters and downward thrusters. Our upward one's going to go down along the bottom here, and we're going to frame them in real nice, and we'll have a nice decor work done on the side of the ship here for our thrusters. I mean, it's not that big a deal, but still, you know. Oh wait, she's back. Did she danced right? She's inside the case dancing. Oh my god, that's hilarious. What are you doing, girlfriend? Nothing gets in her way. I want to pick her up. I'm afraid I'm going to lose her. Get zapped, lady. Get zapped. I thought for sure I lost her. Thank God I didn't. I'm so glad I didn't lose her. The pulse rifle stuff we put on the ship. I've got the fusion cells for fuel. I've got health packs. I've got some O2. I've got way too many of these on me. If I die with all of those, that would be really stupid. Let's take a bunch of those out. I've got 28 of these guys right here. Food, oxygen, health packs, ammunition. Do I have shotgun shells? 60 of them. And some bandages. Okay. Oh. Aren't you guys glad she's not gone? I am. Oops. Bumped into it. Okay, there's the moon. That's where we're headed. Oh. Did I grab? Why do I feel like I forgot that multi-tool down on the planet for the CB? I feel like I did. Alright, I've got a ways to go. Auto brake off. I'm going to float to the moon, and when I get there, we'll go down. We're going to see if we can find... I wouldn't mind finding promethium and some... well, pentaxid. We definitely need the pentaxid. That's our #1 goal when we go to the moon, so we're going to be out and about running around picking that stuff up. And I wouldn't mind finding some promethium too, because we are getting a little bit low, so a medium deposit of promethium would be nice. I'll be right back. Welcome back. We've made it to the moon. It's always fun when you come to the moon. It's always neat when you can leave your planet and go someplace else and look around. I saw a structure as we first came in, but I did not stop to see exactly what it was. There is something over there. It's got a turret on top of it. Let's check our map. I saw a promethium deposit just come up. Medium. Let's go check it out. That's what we're here for. One of the things anyways. We'll stay low so he can't see us. Supply station. Oh, geez, he can see us. But he can't shoot us. Sneaky, sneaky. Oh, look at this crater right here, huh? Wouldn't that be a cool place to start a base? In a crater like this? I think that'd be awesome. Wait a second. We wanted to do this. We built this ship so we wouldn't have to get out of it. We might as well test this out and see. Okay, so... I just filled it with fuel. We have 112 minutes of it. Let's go V. Let's go F. Actually, let's go F back in here. Let's go O. Straighten ourselves out. Now hit V. Oh, nope, V, F. There we go. Let's see if we could do this from inside the ship. I mean, I totally forgot that's what we built this thing for. F5. Nope, I gotta look straight ahead. F5. Another object in the way. Okay, so I might have to do a little jump here. There we go. I can see it. I've got my drill. Thank God I've got my drill. I thought I forgot my drill for a second. And let's get to it. Here we go. I gotta keep track of the mini-map, make sure we don't have any drones come flying in and, you know, surprises. Because I'm on the moon now. Anything goes. I have no idea what's going to happen up here. But the moon should be relatively peaceful to get around. And it just occurred to me, too, that I might be able to find a few more thrusters up here on some of the abandoned ships that are crashed around. So we might spend the rest of the episode here just kind of looking around for ships that we can scrap and stuff and get thrusters off of. If anything else, for the Zascosium and stuff like that, maybe we can scrounge up enough that we don't have to get to another planet right away. Although I really would love to go and see if we've got that planet next to us is Zascosium rich, or even that asteroid belt. Is there Zascosium in asteroids sometimes? I don't know. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some of this delicious promethium.